Hey, welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we give actionable, bite-sized tips to help you navigate your acting career. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today we'll be talking about how to book network-level jobs without an agent. This is actually a question that I get frequently from actors. Because the process of getting a great, hardworking, and legitimate agent is really time-consuming and really difficult, many actors start wondering if there's a shortcut method to booking bigger jobs without having an agent. Now, before we go on, let me briefly tell you about my course called Land an Agent. It's my flagship 2-week program that dives deep on the exact steps that you need to take if you want to get a hardworking agent or manager to represent you. And it actually shortcuts the process from taking many months or years down to just about 6 to 12 weeks. It works even if you're still relatively new and don't have that many credits or a reel yet. So if you're ready for an agent to take your career up a notch, shoot me an email at martin@cityheadshots.com. That's MARTIN at city, CITY, headshots with an S. martin@cityheadshots.com. Just tell me why you feel ready for an agent, and then I'll share the info on the course and you can decide whether you'd like to join. Now, to get back to finding legit, high-level acting work without an agent, before I share how to do it, there are a few things to keep in mind. Number one, there is no shortcut. Okay, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you just can't shortcut something down magically and suddenly get huge major roles as an actor if you've never had any before. Even actors with agents still struggle to get big acting roles because there's a lot that goes into it. You're not going to find breakdowns. You're not usually going to find breakdowns for these major roles on any casting website like Backstage or casting networks. And that's why getting an agent who has access to those hidden roles is such a common strategy for actors. Agents can access a website called Breakdown Services, and that's where those big roles are actually posted. There is no secret way to get access to a website like that without having an agent or manager who has access, right? Now, the second thing to note about this process that I'm going to outline is that it will take work and time, right? So similar to the first thing I shared, in addition to there not being a magic shortcut or a secret website, it's going to take some work. In fact, in some cases, it might actually take more work and time than just finding and signing with an agent, especially if you're to use that Land an Agent course, which can shortcut the process significantly. So do keep that in mind. Now, 3 is that there is good news, okay? The good news is that you can actually get bigger roles than you might get through an agent alone when you follow this process. You did hear that right. Through an agent, you might need to audition for a big role against 50 to 100 other actors. And when even considering your submission, it might be against 3,000 to 5,000 other actors, right? But you will need to audition for it. Now, using the strategy that I'm going to share today, you might be able to skip the audition entirely and just be offered the role. So how do you do it? Well, it's all about building relationships. Yes, I know you probably hate to hear that because no one likes networking, but there is a simple way to do it that can make it much easier to be successful. So here's the basic steps. Number 1, you're going to connect with casting directors, filmmakers, writers, producers, any of these people who have high-level positions in a production, decision makers, basically. You can meet these people all different places, whether it's workshops, film festivals, industry events, all of that. Now, make sure that when you're talking to them, you actually ask them questions about themselves and have a deeper conversation than most people normally would. Right? So the goal here is to just figure a little bit more about what they're into and kind of give them the sense that you're a cooler person than most. You're nicer. You really care about them, right? Even if you don't. No, I'm kidding. You should actually care about people, okay? Now, after the event where you meet this person, you want to send a follow-up email right away. So send them a message to keep in touch, something that sort of references something from your conversation so that they actually remember who you are. And then you can, of course, ask them whether you're in person at the event or over email afterwards, whether they're okay with you guys keeping in touch occasionally. And most of the time, they will be okay with that. Now, after you've made the initial email connection, then what you basically want to do is keep following up and staying in touch with them over time. At least once every 2 or 3 months, you should be following up via email. And that will help them basically not forget who you are, essentially. And you want to keep up with their projects and what they're working on, and you can reference those things in your messages to them. And then finally, as soon as you see a very specific project that they're working on that you would be interested in being considered for, at that point, you want to ask them directly to consider letting you audition for it. Explain to them how much you'd love to be a part of the project, and chances are, since they know and like you, they'll either let you audition or they'll offer you a role outright. So think of the difference with that. A lot of actors think, oh, to network, I just have to send my materials occasionally out to people. But here you're building a more genuine relationship. You're just sending a follow-up email being like, hey, haven't spoken in a while. What's going on? I noticed that you're working on X project right now. It looks pretty cool. I've just recently done this project, etc., right? And you just send a simple, friendly message like that seems genuine and relaxed and really is genuine and relaxed. And then on the rare occasion that you do want something from them, you send a direct email asking for it. So you're going to say, hey, I noticed that you're casting for this. It's something that I would really be interested in. Is it possible to do an audition? And so what they appreciate about that is that you're being direct. You're not just saying like, hey, as a reminder, here's my headshot and resume. If there's anything upcoming that you are doing, let me know, right? That kind of puts the work on them, and it also feels a little bit like all you care about is getting a job from them. Instead, you're just sending occasional friendly emails, asking nothing of them at all, and then on the rare times that you do want something, you're very direct and honest and straightforward with them. And people appreciate that. That's basically how it's done. There's no magic to it. But the problem is that most people don't do it because it can take 6 to 12 months before you start seeing results. It might take a few months just to meet enough people, and then another 6 to 12 months before you start getting any opportunities from it. But just imagine if you did this, and you're methodically keeping track of everything so that you don't forget to keep in touch with these people, and you slowly build these relationships over time. After just a few months, you could have anywhere from 10 to 30 or more people on your networking tracker. And you could be asking these people directly for opportunities whenever you wanted to. And a percentage of them will give you the role outright, and others will invite you to auditions. And you don't need an agent for this. Okay? Now, before we wrap today, let me briefly talk about my course on this specific topic called The Practical Performer. Is all about exactly this, how to get auditions for major productions without an agent. In the course, I share shortcuts, hacks, and industry strategies that will let you bypass the casting process and be taken seriously by bigger people in the industry so that you start getting auditions for major roles without an agent, and a lot faster than you might think possible. If you want to learn more about The Practical Performer, shoot me an email at martin@cityheadshots.com and just tell me why you're interested in the course, and then I'll share some info about how you can join. Again, no pressure on whether you sign up or not. Okay? That's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. If you want more great tips like these, sign up for my newsletter. Every week I send out actionable bite-sized tips to help you grow your acting career and improve your technique. Just go to actorsuccesscoach.com and enter your name and email to stay up to date on the latest and best industry hacks and secrets. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.